All right, everybody, welcome back to the Heart of Many Homes. A quick little podcast basically inspired by my need to recycle my blog content. Hopefully you find it helpful and follow along here. I am Laura Fangman. I'm a realtor in Tennessee and Virginia. For brokerage disclosure information, please see our website, www.weknowknoxville.com. But I'm glad you're back because today we're going to discuss one of the most popular questions in real estate. Now, we all know that the most popular question is, how's the market? And I'll probably discuss that at some point, but suffice to say that if you ask a realtor, how's the market? And they tell you, oh, the market's great, they're full of it. Because that's not the right answer for everybody all the time. And unless they happen to have just recently been in your neighborhood and researching the values and the trends and what's happening right now, and they know exactly what your personal situation is, there is no way to answer that question on the fly. It's just white noise. It's coffee talk. So keep that in mind. But the next most popular question, I think, is, how do I know when to sell? We hear a lot right now about what kind of market is it. We've been experiencing a seller's market for a really long time, but we know that that's not going to last forever, and we are seeing some signs of a shift. So let's talk about, how do you know when to sell your house? And the first thing I would say is, when do you want to move? Super fun when somebody answers your question by asking another question, I know, but that really does play into it. For so many real estate related questions, there are no definite answers. We know what we want the transactional outcome to be, and we know how much we'd like to net from the sale or pay for a purchase. We've heard that summer is the best time to sell real estate. I have a whole nother string of conversations to talk about why children actually rule the real estate market. But all of those factors are negotiable at the very least, certainly debatable. I spend a lot of time discussing these variables with clients, and we theorize potential list dates based on historical data and ballparking numbers right up till the last minute, just in case there's an unexpected market shift. When people count on you to be the expert in your field, it's difficult to admit that your crystal ball's in the shop. Nobody likes that. But long before that first-time home buyer is ready to be a first-time home seller, I get questions about home maintenance and upgrades and remodeling projects. And unfortunately, I can't give you a dollar for dollar guarantee. There's usually not a dollar for dollar ROI on a lot of those projects. So that's something to consider when you're going through that. And I appreciate being consulted. Now, I can look at what similar properties with similar upgrades have sold for, and we can compare that to what your current market value might be, but there's no concrete answer. So, hey, how much more will my house be worth if I replace all my carpeting with hardwoods? The answer is, it depends. Now, as a realtor, I appreciate that you ask me and that you value my input when it comes to those decisions. And I want you to have all of the available information so that you can make an informed decision, which is why I give you what probably feels like 37 possible outcomes to the one question you've posed. The phrase, it depends, is the most frustratingly accurate answer to nearly any real estate question. And I can only imagine what it must feel like to be on the consumer side, where you come to me with what seems to be a simple question and you're looking for a black and white answer, and I basically hand you a bag of Skittles. Not a lot of fun. But my hope is that all of those possibilities are helpful and that you feel empowered to make good consumer decisions because you've considered all those options. So if we go back to the original question, how do I know when to sell? There absolutely is no right answer. So you can look up articles, and there are plenty of news outlets and experts in the market who are going to want to tell you exactly the answer to that question. But all real estate's local. So the market in South Bend, Indiana is way different than the market in the I-95 corridor in Northern Virginia. You have to take the information available to you and run it through the common sense filter. It's about the only way you can go about it. The correct answer for your buddy in the next county over might be the worst decision ever for you. So make sure you take the information available and make decisions based on that. And if you have market questions, let me know. I'm always happy to help. But I hope you like Skittles. That's all I got for you for today. Very glad that you joined me. I appreciate you hanging out here with our crazy little podcast. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out. We love to hear from you. And until next time, y'all be good.